I'm bringing back this Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. I will help the Mojave Wasteland and get the best ending for every character and location in the credits. And this is an Ironman challenge, which means I will complete the game without dying once. My last character died from a booby-trapped grenade, so I'm starting again. If anything goes wrong, I need to just keep going where I was and not reload any old saves.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
This time, I'm going with a character design that looks like myself. It helps that I have such a generic face that I already look like a video game protagonist.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
I'm keeping strength at 5. That's important for some perks, but I don't need it to be any higher. Perception I'll want to increase to 6 a bit later to take light step, but for now 5 will be fine. Endurance goes up to 7 because of some useful perks you can take later on with 8 endurance. Charisma, because of a bug, isn't useful at all in New Vegas, so I'm going to set it down to 1. It's supposed to help your companions get better at combat, but it actually doesn't work. Intelligence goes up to 10 because it's so important for skill. And I'll set agility to 6 and luck to 6. They each lead to some useful perks, and they're a bit more important than strength and perception.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Feed.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Silencer.
Bandit.
Swiss cheese.
Light.
Heavy.
Mother.
Caretaker. I want guns, survival, and repair because of the perks I'm planning to take at level 2 and level 4. And guns will be my main weapon of choice for this run. I'll take the good-natured perk because all of these skills it boosts are useful ones. And it won't matter that I'm losing 5 in each combat category because I'll be using guns almost exclusively for this game. I will also take Built to Destroy. It makes me better at combat, with the downside of needing to fix my equipment a bit more often. But with the guns I plan to use, I will have the ability to repair them fairly often.
Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I will be playing in hardcore mode. And I'm also going to drop all the DLC items that I got, because they have a tendency to make the game a little too easy early on. So goodbye to the 10mm pistol, goodbye to the broad machete, and the excellent armor that you can begin the game with. It's going to be a real Ironman challenge. I'll buy a big supply of 9mm ammo, and I'm ready to take on the world. Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
I'm skipping the tutorial. I just wanted to set up the storyline of Ghost Town gunfight.
Suit yourself. Hope this helped you some. Howdy.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Know anything about the people who attacked me?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
I'll play a bit of Caravan and very quickly take all of his money. 3 games of Caravan only takes a couple minutes because the AI is very bad at this. And I've leveled up. I'm going to put all of my points into guns because with my intelligence and luck and tagging repair, I've already got what I need to take Light Touch, the amazing ability that gives me immunity to critical hits as long as I'm wearing light armor. So, to do this quest, I ask around town to see who's willing to help us out.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well.
Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Since I have a high medicine skill, he'll give me doctor bags, as well as the stim packs he always gives a player who asks.
You take care now.
I've got much less equipment than someone normally starting Fallout New Vegas, since the Game of the Year edition gives you so many free items that I've decided not to use. I tell Ringo that we're ready to take on the Powder Gang.
Alright, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play.
I've looted a cowboy hat, which provides slightly more armor, and a 357 revolver, so I look exactly like I'm out of the Wild West now. I ventured deeper into the wasteland, going towards Prim to ask about the package I was meant to deliver, before someone stole it and shot me in the face. Blowing up powder gangers doesn't hurt your karma. However, stealing the supplies afterwards does. I go poking around in the mountains for a while hunting geckos, and I come across this old pirate radio station. It's got fission batteries and sensor modules, scrap electronics, and even a book on how to survive in the wasteland.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
What's going on in Prim?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings.
I can take care of myself.
It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Kill a couple convicts, which is enough to get me to level 3. And as before, I'm investing everything in guns until I can get that skill up to 100. In a house in Prim, I find this damaged robot, and I've picked up enough supplies that I'm able to repair him. 3 pieces of scrap metal, 2 sensor modules, and a piece of scrap electronics. Eddie the Robot, welcome to the team. In addition to being an excellent fighter, Eddie has enhanced sensors which let me detect enemies from a much longer distance away. This robot companion might be a little too good. Who are you?
Why, I'm Deputy Beagle, and I'm being held hostage. Can you imagine? I'd be most grateful if you would set me free.
I'll set you free now.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
Like I cut you loose just so you could run away? Like I don't want your help?
I know, it's incredibly generous and altruistic of you. See you outside.
These escaped prisoners carry a lot of 9mm handguns, so I was able to fully repair mine and make it my best weapon once again.
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage?
What do you mean? You're the sheriff now.
Oh, no. I'm just the deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
Fortunately, there's an easy way to bring law and order back to Primm. I just need to reprogram this robot.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum.
My science skill is just barely high enough to reprogram him without any points investment.
Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeehaw!
That puts me up to level 4. I'm gonna put some points into survival to get me up to 50, including the book, which I have forgotten to read. And then the remaining points go into guns. As always, at 50 survival, beer and other chems that boost stats by an odd number will have a stronger effect because of rounding and the fact that 100 survival gives you +3 strength from beer. As for the perk, I am taking Travel Light, which makes me run 10% faster. Very nice for crossing the large wasteland and running away from scary enemies. Now I will remember to actually read the Wasteland Survival Guide. As you can see, vodka now gives +2 strength rather than just +1. Fighting the Powder Gang gave me a lot of dynamite to sell, which is great because now I can buy the ammo and guns that I want. Can you tell me about the man in the checkered suit who came through here?
Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there.
There are mountains between Primm and Novak, but I won't have to go all the way to Nipton to get around them. I can just skirt the southern edge of the mountain range, and then head straight up to Novak from there along the highway. I'm hugging the mountains in order to make it to Novak in the fastest time possible. I gotta make sure to avoid these bighorners, because if they get aggressive, Eddie will try to fight the whole herd and then he will die. Thanks to Eddie's advanced sensors, I'm able to avoid certain ambushes in this area, and I know to go around Nipton, even though I don't know particularly why. Wow, I've never seen this before. Caesar's Legion is being ambushed by a swarm of Night Stalkers. And that could be very bad news if they come towards me. Wow. So, after witnessing that unusual fight to the death, I'm headed towards Novak. And this is a problem. I just got into a fight with Caesar's Legion because I shot a machine gun at a gunslinger and hit the legionary as well. It's alright, it just means I'll have to improvise. My new helmet is actually better than the NCR helmet that I was wearing before. I go into the town of Novak, and I'm going to go a little bit past it to find a place to sell all the loot I've picked up in my travels. Here at Gibson's Scrapyard, I've found a place where I can get equipment repaired and buy and sell weapons and ammo. Good morning.
Hi there. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors. Take care now.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model iBots.
Log playback. Continue.
iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was cancelled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Eddie's logs are an intriguing mystery, but the only way to investigate more is simply to wait. Eventually he'll run into other keywords that'll be triggered by hearing bystanders talk about things like Helios 1 or other references to advanced technology. In my next video, I'll be meeting a sniper in Novak as we go deal with the fact that Caesar's Legion doesn't like me now. Please subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be posting an update every Saturday.